Now in this video, you are going to meet Cody Varano. He is a romance novel cover model that has gone real estate investor right here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We're gonna hop into all kinds of topics. We're gonna tour Broadway at the beach a little bit and just keep chatting through things. Eventually we will end up at a local restaurant, having some food and sharing life lessons. Let's get into the video now. All right, Cody, so walk me through navigating financing, because you purchased your oceanfront condo with financing. Kind of walk through that experience.
So I do investment properties back home, and I have a financing company that I use, but things are a little bit different down here. Financing is a little bit different because, you know, these are condo tells, so you're not getting a regular conventional loan for these. It's a different type of loan. So you need to make sure that the financing company that you're working with understands that moving forward, because there was a little bit of question about if my financing company was going to be able to pull through, and they actually did.
And they did, that's
and
right.
They actually beat.
Shout out to Steven. Thank you, Steven. Yeah. I don't know how to say his last name. Ralagowski?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Ragowski or something like that.
Yeah.
Steven, thank you for coming through, buddy.
Yeah, Victorian Finance. They are incredible. Stress-free. They don't bother you. They don't make you, you know, they don't put you through the ringer like a lot of these other finance companies I have worked with before do.
Yep.
They're not calling you last minute. Oh, we need all this documentation that I had to do in the past.
Yep.
Like,
yep. You don't want to deal with that stuff.
Yeah, I work full time.
Yeah.
And then I'm also a full-time student as well. So
yep.
I don't have a lot of time to just be messing around.
Now,
so I'm looking for the easiest path to get to where I want to go.
Exactly. And you found that.
Yes.
Financing an oceanfront condo. And we got the deal done in how fast? 30 days?
It was, yeah, it was 30 days. So
30 days.
The original closing date, we met.
Not bad at all, right?
Yeah, and a lot of my deals that I do, they get pushed back a week or 2 weeks. I've had almost a month.
Yeah.
In the past.
Yeah, wow, and that's the last thing that you want to do.
Right.
You're in the middle of buying something, you don't have to wait an extra month or 15 days to be able to get it because the lender's dragging his feet.
Yeah, and there was a little bit of a question at the beginning, because I actually, the day I put my offer in,
okay,
I left and I was out of the country for 10 days.
Wow.
So
that's right, you did.
Yeah. So I had no access to anything.
You were emailing stuff.
Yeah.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah. So it was, yeah, even with that, you know, that didn't push anything back. So between Brandon and Steven,
you got it done.
Yeah, it was stress-free, pain-free. Yeah, I have nothing but great things to say. Like, how could you not like this place? I
want to catch that on camera. What were you saying, Cody?
I mean, how do you not like this place? That's, I mean,
it's beautiful.
Look what it has to offer.
It's absolutely beautiful. We're walking around Broadway at the beach, guys, and it's literally stunning. There's water everywhere, shops, it's beautifully decorated. It's just nice.
It's clean.
It's clean. There you go.
It's clean.
It's nice and clean. Okay, so property management. Are you going to manage it yourself? Or are you going to hire somebody?
No, I'll hire somebody. I don't have the time to do it myself, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the least amount of my efforts possible.
Yep, yep. You want it as turnkey as possible.
Yes.
You don't want to deal with the headaches of it. You don't want calls late at night. You
Right.
don't want people texting you on the weekends.
Right.
You want somebody to manage it for you and turn over a profit to you.
Right, right.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There are some investors that's what they're looking for. Just like Jason King. He does that. He made $11,000 his first 10 months.
Right, and that's my efforts are focused elsewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they need to be focused elsewhere. This is just kind of like a side thing.
Now, you were telling me, you know, speaking of your efforts being focused elsewhere. Now, what was that gig that you have?
So I do modeling for romance novels.
All right, guys, you heard it. It's juicy. All you ladies out there, be on the lookout. Cody Varano, he's probably on the cover of your favorite fantasy novel. All right, so how did you get into that? Come on, be honest.
So it started on TikTok. So I finished up a big job, and this is when I was running my construction business. I finished up a big job. It took about 6 months to complete. So at that once that was done, I took about a week off. And then I was just being lazy, sitting around. I was kind of forced into creating a TikTok. So I was talked into it, I made one. So I was just scrolling and I saw these videos of guys that were, you know, kind of in shape doing these thirst traps as construction workers.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, I could do that. So I started doing it too. And the videos started getting a lot of traction. I started getting a lot of followers. Next thing I know, a romance author reached out to me and was like, I'm writing a novel and you fit the character perfectly. Would you model for it? I was like, yeah, I guess. And she says, do you have any modeling experience? I was like, well, actually, as a child, I used to model for Kmart, Sears.
Get out.
Like as a child.
So this was a parlay. This was set up for you, man.
It's all come full circle.
Yeah, right, exactly. So it worked out well?
Yeah, so at that point I did that, and then a bunch of other either authors or actual romance photographers started reaching out to me.
Get out.
And then the next thing I know, I'm on flights going all over the place doing these photo shoots. At this point, I kind of lost track on how many covers I've done.
Really?
But I would say it's probably somewhere between like 30 and 40.
Get out.
Yeah, so you could like search some of the
Cody Varano, V-A-R-A-N-O.
Well, so that's funny that you say that, because now Google recognizes me as an internet personality.
Get out.
Yeah.
So if you Google his name, you will definitely find tons of juicy information on Cody Varano. Let's get in unit 1901. As soon as you come in, you'll notice tile. And as you turn to your first bedroom on the right, it transitions into LVP flooring. You do have two nice dual beds here, as well as a flat screen TV on the wall and a great closet. Now let's move right along. The next thing up is the stackable washer and dryer combo right here. And then your community bathroom. You do have nice, gorgeous granite countertops that do extend all the way down to the toilet, and a tub shower combo. Moving right into the kitchen. Again, that tile runs all in this first section of the home. Granite countertops. You do have a beautiful dual sink, backsplash, stove, microwave, refrigerator, stainless steel, of course. And then I do want to point out, guys, that there is a really nice little bar on the back side of this, which is excellent. And then to the right, we do have a great little bar right here in the nook in the corner. Now, the dining room flows effortlessly from the kitchen, you know, into the living room. As you'll see there, it's open concept. And then let's get out this moneymaker, guys, because this is what your tenants are after. This is what they want. They want that view. That view and this expansive balcony, guys. Look at the gorgeous tile work done here. And this unit has an excellent feature that the master has its own slider. As you can see, check that out. Now, this is what I want you to think about. Think about you're in here, it's you and your wife, the drapes are pulled open and the stars are out. It's absolutely romantic. It is stunning view. It doesn't get much better than that. Now let's get in here and check out the bathroom. You do have a dual vanity here, again with more gorgeous granite work. Obviously his and her sinks. You have your linen closet and of course that tub shower combo. But before we finish, I don't want you to miss the his and her closet. And it's a nice walk-in closet, guys. As you can see, there's plenty of space. Well, guys, that basically wraps it up for Unit 1901 right here at Beach Colony. Let's get into the rest of the video. Now, let's consider paying with financing. Again, in 2023, this 2-bedroom oceanfront unit generates, on average, on the high end of the average, $55,000 in gross rental income. If you're using a 10% property manager to manage the property, an off-site property manager, then you're looking at $5,500 you're going to pay in property management fees. When you subtract that from your high of $55,000 gross rental income, that drops you to $49,500 after your property management fees are paid. Now, at a purchase price of $421,750, like the unit featured in this video, with 15% down, that brings you to a down payment of $63,262. Now, assuming that 8.24 interest rate and a 30-year term. We have your principal and interest at $33,396 even. With estimated taxes based on 2020 taxes, which are the last that we have on record, at $3,293.40. Cleaning services based on 27 bookings annually brings you to $4,050. And finally, your estimated HO6 insurance cost of $1,000 and your annualized HOA dues at $10,704. Your estimated expenses total $55,383.40. Now, if you subtract from your subtotal, again, that's after you've paid your property management fees of $49,500, your total expenses of this property at $55,383.40, that brings your projected profit is a loss of $5,883.40. So you can see that financing a 2-bedroom oceanfront unit here at Beach Colony might not be the best move for you. Now, of course, if you have a performer like the highest performer that brought in $72,250, then it might be a good move for you. But again, you need to weigh those risks wisely. Click the screen now to see the next video with Cody.